Greetings, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. Okay, so I'm hearing that song. I think it's called Message or Messages or something. But in that song, he's like, not enough money to move out. There's roaches everywhere. People are fighting down the hall. You know, just basically wondering what, like, just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, it gets worse. There's something like that going on. Now, Spirit first is telling me that the devil does not go after anything that he's not threatened by. So if you really look at all the people that you look up to, and if you don't have any role models or people that you look up to that have a higher status than you need to, because all of them have had so many things. I'm hearing that everything in the kitchen sink thrown at them on their journey up, on their rise up. And we see that a lot of people who didn't have it, those who are the one-hit wonders, etc., usually have unfortunate things occur, or they just have a one-hit wonder. They become a one-hit wonder. It's like if they get it quick, it usually leaves just as quick. So Spirit is saying, with more power comes more envy and resentfulness, which is coming through. And you do have people from your past Aries who are trying to hold on to you, trying to keep you so that they can benefit from your energy, benefit from what you're doing. Also to see if they can stir up anything within you so they could kind of slow you down. It's like a game. It's a power play game. It's like, can I have any effect on this person? Can I do this? Like you have hostilities. Now I will say that was funny because I don't really feel called to ever use this deck. It usually stays in storage. But hostilities flew out in the reverse and it went all the way across the room. And then Magician in the Mirror, Cornucopia, and Angel of Love are here. So Aries, you are in perfect alignment for Cornucopia. It's like you have been going through it. I'm also hearing going through these changes. I've been going through changes. You've been going through changes, and it's opening up a ton of possibilities for you where previously there may have not been as much possibility. And the possibility previously couldn't exist because you still had to anchor in your foundation. There's something here about the root chakra, the solar, and the sacral. So the lower three chakras. Potatoes, eating grounding foods, meat, eating grounding foods. So if you're vegan, vegetarian, lots of potatoes. If you eat meat, red meat, high quality, grass-fed, pasture raised, etc. That is going to be really important in nourishing your physical foundation, alongside with detoxing the body. So everybody needs to detox different things. I actually sent in poop sample to a place so they could kind of let me know everything going on in my microbiome, and I'm not gonna lie, that was gave me the little edge in my energy and really cleaning out my system and knowing what works best for me. I used to get dermatitis stuff around my nose here and everything, and it was just really annoying. And obviously for decades, I would just go to my dermatologist and get some cream and then it would go away. But ever since I just changed my eating and changed my microbiome, I don't break out like that anymore. So it's something here where a lot of my Aries, you have to fix the foundation, because at the same time, as you rise with more power, you're going to have a lot more come up against you. And if you have a lot more come up against you, your inner guards, your gut needs to be strong enough to push away the invaders. I'm hearing Please No Intruders. I think that's a Jessie Reyez song. So I would go listen to that song, Please No Intruders. Some of my Aries here can also be like, please no intruders. But there's strategy here, utilizing strategy. With the hostilities in the reverse and the fourth chakra is all about the heart, and with the Angel of Love in the cornucopia. So the more that you feel the sensation of love and peace, everlasting melody. Oh my gosh, this is a song that I sang in choir in middle school or high school. Something everlasting melody. You're going to experience an everlasting melody so long as you create the everlasting melody within your heart, within your environment. So love on stuffed animals, on pets, on nature. The more that you just permeate and radiate love, you need to do that 10 times beyond the flack, the negativity coming up against you. Plus, Spirit is saying when a lot comes up against you, it's because there's a lot more within you. And oftentimes we don't get to those places without some challenge. For example, think of the best high school coach, or I think of my dance teacher who made us run miles and miles and miles, and it was good, now do it again. And you're but you said good, yes, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again. Again, Chef Curry. Curry, I don't watch sports other than horseback riding. Curry, the basketball player, I saw this thing on him where he has like an insane 3-point record. Like no one has come close to his record. However, it was like in comparison, he shoots, 5 to 7 hours a day, and he has taken over like 3 million shots to achieve his like 300 record. I don't know how all that works, but my point is he had to do like he didn't have to, but he did that overkill, which is why he seems so incredible. Like people can be like, how are you so good at this thing? And so many people think that you're faking it because they wouldn't put in the work. So for a lot of my Aries, you can be like Curry, where you've put in hours upon hours upon hours. Like I think of it with reading. People ask me, oh, so, how'd you get into that? And I'm like, well, I've done over 18,000 readings internationally. I have receipts on that from all the places I've worked. Like I've gone through a lot of things, but it's like people don't even want to sit and listen to the question that they're asking. So Aries, there's something here where lions don't whatever to the opinions of sheep. You're going to be leaving a lot of people on red. It's just like block, delete, or just leave on red and carry on, because they're not even really they're not trying to get to know you. They're not trying to actually get the answer to the question they're asking. They're asking the question to be as smart as. They're not asking it because they care. They're not genuinely like, wow, I'm so interested in this. They're more like skeptical. They're like, so what are you doing to achieve that? And it's like, well, if you actually care and you want to listen, and it's like, but they don't. They're already like, on to the next thing. So there's something here where it's like, just don't even waste your time with something in the current environment. If my Aries are in a relationship, then it does seem like moving through hostilities. I mean, I know this sounds so cliche, but it's like returning to love. You have to ask yourself, are me and my partner on the same team? And, you're not if you're arguing. So it's like, how can we get on the same team? Or you have to ask yourself, can we even get on the same team? Like, are our end goals in alignment with one another's? Or is this something that we need to kind of observe and recalculate? Because I am hearing recalculating, reloading. So some of my Aries, I don't know, maybe careful about service somewhere, something. I'm seeing someone like reading directions, going on a trip, and it's like reloading, recalculating. It's like you may want to go to old school like MapQuest days, print something out or screenshot something, because you could go through an area if you're traveling where you don't have service, and it could just be, a little frustration. Now for some of my Aries, there is a big investment here, whether it's in love or it's a new home that you're going to love, or a new pet or something that you're going to love, or a new car. And Spirit is saying there are a lot of opportunities ahead of you. I do feel some of my Aries are going to make this purchase or this shift in June, and for others, it's actually more so end of July. And a small few, it's even all the way into August. So you're being told to be patient and wait. And anyone that's trying to like push you into making a decision or a commitment, you're being told, don't go for it. Yeah, there's definitely something here. The Hierophant and the High Priestess are just like the Emperor and the Empress. They are a pair. And again, like I said, July, and there's a need to be patient, but do market research is my Knight of Pentacles energy. It is a commitment. People can be like, what, are you just wasting my time and kicking tires, looking at this car, looking at this horse? And it's like, no, I'm going to have this thing for decades. I'm going to have it for a long time. So I want to make sure that I'm adequately doing my homework. And anyone that is a responsible seller, or any company that is a responsible company, like they will want that for you too. So Aries, there's something here where less is more, and your best strategy at this time is to not blaze ahead or push at something with a typical Aries fire or pizzazz or passion. It's actually to pull back, sink back, and just like sit and observe, because they will tell on themselves. With this company, this relationship, this purchase, they will tell on themselves. And when the right situation comes in, they will match your energy. They will be patient with you. They won't, it's something, this can even be something where it's like, you've run across this thing before. Like it can be a company that knew the company that you worked for. And so like you knew of them, you hung around them, but you never worked for them. It can be, a horse or a car that you've seen or been around before, or a company, or a person that you didn't date before, but you knew of them, you saw them in a certain area. So something can also be coming back around. Bless you.